Sorry. I will start all over again. Thank you so much. You reminded me. Oh my God. I will start all over again. My people, I'm really sorry for this, because some people who will be watching from very far, are you hearing the sound now? Please confirm. Thank you so much. Hello, Henry. Are you hearing the sound now? Yeah, thank you so much. God bless you. My people, I prayed that God Almighty, in His infinite mercy and kindness, will bless all Biafrans, bless our Prime Minister and our indomitable leader, Nnamdi Kanu, protect him wherever he is. Father Lord, I beg you to bless my fellow Biafrans all over the world, so that your name will be praised and glorified. Thank you, Henry. Thank you so much. Thank you for reminding me. Please, my Lord, I pray in Jesus' name, amen.
To understand this very evening, we are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that they go.
Hello, my brother Chibike. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Always remember to like and share. Click the like button. Thank you.
God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol, is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. They will buy some of you over. The spirit of Obad, Yasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that.
Hello, my people, wonderful people of Biafrans. I have to remind you that when Onyendu made this video, that was a month before he was abducted. Onyendu, everything he said then, they have all come to pass. He said it all. He is a very good visionary, a prophet of our time. The fact that he doesn't hide anything going on or anything that God shows him is the reason why he was abducted. Not that he was in the zoo buying anybody. He was just telling them the truth. And today, many people are echoing his language, speaking the same word that he spoke that angered the zoo, Buhari, to bribe our governors in the southeast who connived with the Jofo, and by the grace of their evil leading them, the DOS. The other day I was showing Chinasa Nwuru where he was confessing about talking to the military and the governors. So Onyendu saw everything. I beg your pardon. The same way he told us to go and listen to Simon Ekpa, the same Onyendu, the same prophecy. We should all listen to Simon Ekpa. I will play his voice where he said that new dimension Onyendu told us, he has brought the new dimension. He has. Make no mistake. I know many people are still in doubt, but the number of us following him for that new dimension, we are witnesses to the height that our Prime Minister has taken us, the level. We have crossed the Rubicon long time ago.
If they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what you're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in 1 trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Inaguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Oraeli, the same God of Uweeri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not to be known by the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in.
Yes, that very period was when he was abducted. And as a prophet, he said it all, that very 2 weeks, during the time he was making this announcement, that it will be very pivotal. Hello, Monday Rock. Thank you for joining us. So Onyendu is the prophet of our time. Everything he said before he was abducted, they have all come to pass.
This very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man.
Amen.
Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen.
Those people who were chosen before they were born, like our Prime Minister and his cabinet ministers, they were chosen before they were born. Onyendu says it the way it is.
Before they were born, to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who, from their mother's womb, they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere.
Hello, Sonny. My good brother. You're welcome. I hope you're having a field Sunday. Onyendu is talking to us once again. Those who were hardcore that will bring Biafra for us. You see it. You know, when some people are saying, oh, you are autopilot, you are DOS, you are this, Onyendu never discriminated. He said those who were not born to bring this Biafra, he never mentioned anybody's name. He never discriminated. But you will see now that they have sold Onyendu, they will start creating faction, dichotomy, this division here and there, you know. So Onyendu, anybody following Onyendu when he was around will now know the right people bringing Biafra for us. Yes, and who to follow. Because he specifically now later said we should go and listen to Simon Ekpa. He said it, that we should share his video accordingly, that he is bringing a new dimension. He never told us the DOS have brought a new dimension or that they are bringing a new dimension. So for those who are still sheepishly following the DOS, believing that DOS are the ones to lead us, DOS, they are called Ogbuoge Enwero Plan.
To keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook, they can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything.
You see why I always listen to Onyendu's past videos. Everything he said, word for word, they have all happened. Because you see these two DOS men plus Ejiofor, they've all gotten so much money. Chinas Anworu has hotel somewhere in Abakaliki. All of them, they're always going to Nigeria. Ejiofor lives in Nigeria. Is anyone fighting against him? No. Chinas Anworu went to Nigeria the other day. The governors gave him convoy that was attacked. Nothing happens to them because they work with them. They work with them because they have sold Onyendu. He said it here, that they will offer some of us huge sums of money that we cannot resist. And these ones that came for Biafra agitation as a means of making money, they don't want to say anything that will benefit Biafrans. They don't want to say anything that will implicate them from their promises to the Fulanis to stop Biafra, because they never knew, they never dreamt that after Onyendu or after his abduction, that Biafra will come again. You can imagine what is going on now. They are only still talking because they are seeing our prime minister as a competitor. That's why they are still talking about Biafra in any way. Otherwise, they wouldn't have opened their mouth again about Biafra, because they have been paid. They collected that 100 million, which Onyendu said here, that they will offer some of us the type of money we have never seen before. So you can imagine people who came to pick for 4,000 euro every month to be given 100 million. You know how much it is? So they've taken it. That's why I always play Onyendu to remind us of what is going on, where we started from, and where we are right now, and what has happened. So many waters have passed under the bridge.
To make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore, is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
You see, this very hardcore cannot move. He wants to tell us why they cannot move, but the video, I think, ended here.
Understand this very evening.
Yes. The video ended there. This is it, my people. You know, according to the title of this video this evening, there's a place where our prime minister, you know, was talking about the new dimension, or the dimensions that what we are doing have taken. So I want to play his voice so that we will hear what he has to say. My people, Biafra is something that any honest person, you know, have to accept, that the spirit is working with us, and the spirits of our brothers that have been by this very process, we cannot. Good evening, Konzi. Thank you for joining us, our beautiful sister. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm looking for this, our Prime Minister's video, what he said. You know?
When we talk about no election in Biafra land, they thought we are children. I want to inform.
Wow. I cannot find it. I thought I had it. Well, my people, let me just say what I wanted to say. Our Prime Minister, the video, yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
At the time, we are going to cut their wings, we're going to cut their leg, and then after that, cut their tail. Then after that, I will Haisi, and Biafra will come. The killers in Biafra land will all be eliminated by Biafra forces. The day Biafra will be declared, you will not hear one gunshot. I want to inform Biafra today, the freedom of Biafra is being fought in 3 different dimensions. We are fighting this Biafra struggle and liberation through diplomatic means. We are fighting the Biafra liberation through political means. We are fighting the Biafra liberation through arms struggle. The political.
Hello, my wonderful brother is here this evening. Thank you, Denise, for joining. How is Israel? I hope you people are peaceful over there now. How's your wife and everyone? Thank you for joining me. Please, my people, remember to like, share this message so that it goes viral, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to Betty4 TV. Thank you for joining.
Is that we are having what we call Biafra self-referendum. Self-referendum is going to be conducted when we have delegitimized the terrorist insecurity uniform in Biafra land to a certain degree. After the self-referendum, we go into the diplomatic path, which we are already going, it is already happening. And as that is going on, we are going to defend our referendum with the barrels of the gun. Then after that, we declare Biafra. Let me tell you, when Biafra will be declared, I will be the one to call that shot.
So, my people, you have heard our Prime Minister. The title of this video is The Dimension, or the new height that our Prime Minister has taken us to. Currently, the voting is going on. That's our self-referendum is ongoing. And we were just doing our self-referendum, which is one of the new dimensions that Onyendu said that he is bringing. We are looking forward to our coin being unveiled physically, and Biafra notes and currencies. At the very moment, that was 2 days ago, on Friday, we had this. Let me play the video. Click right here now. You are welcome to the United States of Biafra Security Administration website, the only approved online portal for Biafra citizens' ID card application and event registration. Click on the register button on the menu list if you are a first-time visitor. Fill in your name, phone number, email, and preferred password to create your user account. Check your email inbox for the account verification link from Biafra Security Administration. Click on the Verify Here Now button in the email to complete the verification process. After verification, log in to your account. Upon login, a pop-up message will ask if you want to access the application forms. Click on Go. Mustafa, I'm fine. Thank you. You know, a video is playing. We really don't have to interrupt it. It is about our data collection so that everyone would know how they will deal with it. You know, so after this, you people will be able to go to the www.biafrarepublicgov.org, the website of Biafra Government in Exile. This is where you will find this registration link. So let me start all over again because I interrupted it, so that anyone who would want to enter their details can use this video so that it will direct you on the steps to follow to achieve the completion of the form. You are welcome to the United States of Biafra Security Administration website, the only approved online portal for Biafra citizens' ID card application and event registration. Click on the register button on the menu list. If you are a first-time visitor, fill in your name, phone number, email, and preferred password to create your user account. Check your email inbox for the account verification link from Biafra Security Administration. Click on the Verify Here Now button in the email to complete the verification process. After verification, log in to your account. Upon login, a pop-up message will ask if you want to access the application forms. Click on Go to see the overview and the privacy statement page. Please read carefully and tap Agree and Submit button to view the online application form page. Choose between two types of application forms: the ID card application form and the non-ID card application form. Ensure you read through the descriptions of each before making your choice. Once you select your application type, the application form will open to you for you to fill. Fill the entire form with accurate information and upload any required documents. To avoid errors, jot down answers to questions on paper before completing the online form. After successful filling the application form, you will be redirected to the Jumio verification page to verify your identity. Ensure the uploaded identity document matches the one used for verification. After successful Jumio verification, proceed to the payment page to make payments for your ID card. Upon successful payment, you will receive email confirmation. Please allow up to 7 days for administrators to review your application and make approval. Ensure all information provided is correct to avoid rejection and account suspension for security reasons. Make sure you comply with directives and guidelines provided throughout the process. Thank you. For your event registration to Finland Convention, kindly click on the event button on our website menu. This will direct you to the event page. Select the Finland Convention event. You will be taken to the login page. If you have an existing user account, log in with your email and password. Once logged in, access the convention application form. Fill out the form correctly and select your preferred ticket type. Click on the Pay Now button to make payment for your 2024 Finland Convention event tickets. After successfully submitting your application, wait for 7 days for administrators to review and approve your application. Upon approval, your event tickets will be emailed to you. Please ensure that your email address and all other information provided are accurate to avoid any issues with your application. See you all in Lahti, Finland from November 29th to December 3rd, 2024. Biafra, peace, unity, and freedom. Thank you. You are welcome. Thank you, my people, for listening. You know, things like this is very important to allow it to play from beginning to finish, so that when you click on the website of Biafra Government in Exile and goes in there, you will know what you are doing. This is one of the new dimensions When you go to that website, my people, you will see all the links. About 3 links. One is for self-referendum, which is still ongoing. It started from 1st of February, year 2024, and it is going to end 31st of May. So you have 3 months, February, March, April, May, 4 months for this voting. That one relates to vote yes or no to our self-referendum. And you will see another link. That other link says donate. You will see from that, when you click the link for donate, you will see from £5, $5, $10, $20, $30, $40, upwards, any amount. My people, we need this donation to be coming in. You know that our Prime Minister has just inherited the payment of Onyendu's legal representatives. So it is a very huge addition to the expenditure that he is running to make this Biafra come. Ndị Igbo si na ofe dị mma na ego ka eji ete. O nwero ka anyị ga-esi nweta Biafra without make a little sacrifice. That donation, nya ka eji egotelu ndị na-eche homeland ifefa ji agba timtim. So ndị be anyị, ndị na-anụ ife m na-ekwu, that donation all the very important. So when you go to that www.biafrarepublic.gov.org, if all these links, all the bado there. You know, some people will say to me, send me this link, send me the other link. Now, once you go to this website, all the links are there. You won't be looking for anyone. That's why I play this lady's voice. This one relates to 2 links. The one for your registration, your ID card. And that ID card, it has to be paid for. I think it is $100 or so. Then the link for you to register to go to Lati. Lati is in Finland, where the Biafra Freedom and Liberty Nation will be declared November 29th to December 3rd, 5 days. And if you are going to book, including hotel, is about $530. But if you are only booking for just visit, maybe you have a place where you have to stay, it will be $300. So my people, these are the new dimensions that our Prime Minister talked about, and Onyendu did mention it for us. So we have to move on. We have to keep going on, moving on to what is going on in the country where our people are still trapped, called Zoo, Nigeria. I have a video here that I will show you people of what is going on in the zoo, which I am very sure that the governors in Southeast, they do see all these things and they don't talk. They don't talk. But when they see Biafra Liberation Army or hear about ESN, they will go and bring these people I'm showing you here to buy our people. Watch the video. These are the people imported by Nigeria government to come and be buying people. My people, the volume is not very loud, but just watch the video so that you will see the number of people that were imported from either Mali or wherever, or Chad or Burkina Faso, or any of the other West African country, because these men are not from the north.
The other camp, security did not stop. Come on,
You know why I'm showing this video? I'm not showing it because some of you haven't seen it, or I'm not showing it just for show off sake. I'm showing it so that the world will see the kind of people that Nigeria government will go and recruit from other African countries to come to invade our land. These people were brought out from the bush by the zoo military. They were brought out from the bush. Yes, my brother Dennis said all politicians in Biafra land are compromised and they are sellouts. Yes, because they must be Fulani Caliphate compliant before they are allowed to rule. They are all Fulani Caliphate slaves. That's exactly what they are. That's what they are. Because they read what we say online, which means they also have access to things like this. They will see all these things. I will show you video of Gumi. Gumi demanded for 158 is it thousand or hundreds of motorbikes, 50,000 hillocks, and 40 trillion naira. Where will that come from? Biafra land, our oil and gas money. Because that's the way they spend the money we have. Yes. Osi, mama, kedu ihe onye ugwu na-achị ugwu na-achị na your program. Biko wepụ onye ugwu a n'etiti anyị. O nwere ife o mee, ya nọdụ rapụ ya. O nwere ife ọ ga-eme ịnụ. Ọ kakwa mma na fa na-anụ ife anyị na-ekwu. Ya nọdụ sie ike. Ife ụfọdụ aga m asụ ya n'onu be anyị ka ọ ma nke a ọ ma nke ọzọ. Thank you. So, my people, when we are showing this type of video, if you will notice that the governors in the southeast, they see this type of thing. Nobody is going to harm these almost 5,000 men. Nobody. They are just showing them to threaten our people or to put fear in us. You can imagine from Katangura in Kaduna, Bush, that's where they were bringing out this fleet of people from. Now, let me show you what Gumi was saying. Then our Hanese will be busy looking for Simon Ekpa that they will go and bring for them. You know, our people, I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with us.
When we change our tactics and allow these student burying incidents is just a tip of an iceberg of what has been happening in the bush. Until when we change our tactics and allow people who know a program which will bring them out of their forest, we're trying with the...
He said that these things, incidents taking place now is just a tip of an iceberg, which means that they are still coming with a different tactics. Listen to him.
Premise of educating them, giving them healthcare, giving them peaceful life. This is how we entice people to avoid violence and militancy. But when you continue dropping bombs, in fact, petrol bombs, destroying loggers, kill children and women, so they will find no sympathy and empathy on our own children. This is it. An eye for an eye. This is what is happening. So we have to change our tactics. We have to change our style. What we have been doing.
Hello, my brother, Uche. Thank you so much. Thank you. Amen. Thank you. Oga Dilaini Nebongu Biafra, Manya Taga Fufu Nazu, Kanata, Mano Chuku Kodil. We have to help God help ourselves by fighting hard.
Has not been productive, but what we think is if we can have a channel where we can have a dialogue with them and understand them and promise them what we can do, and I think that is a better way, just the way that so many people were released. I could remember the forestry students with negotiations, they freed a lot. The train victims were freed. The Greenfield victims in the end were freed. Although some still demand money because you can have rascals and everything, but the thing is turning into something else. We are turning them into monsters, more monstrous as what they are. They are ignorant, they don't have direction, they don't have leadership, they don't have empathy now because of the way we treat them too. We don't care when we bomb them, we don't care about the children and women.
Are you people listening to Gumi? He said he doesn't care what they do to people. They don't care where they bomb. They don't care about anything. That they want the government to dialogue with them and treat them like human beings. So the people they have been buying, human beings. Unafugo? And all the governors in the Southeast, they do see this type of video, hear his threat, and the threat in Gumia, they carry it out. It's not as if they are not, because all Gumine Mendini na import, plus Shetima, the governor or the vice president of the zoo that formed Boko Haram. Ayman, please, you can leave. This platform is for agitators or freedom fighters. That's what we are. You are not needed here. Please take your leave. Thank you. And Usman, the one that came earlier on, this platform is not for you. Or Yusuf, I don't know what, I've forgotten your name. Anyone that is not a Biafran should leave this platform, please. We are not here to fight anyone or to offend anyone, but if anyone is here that is not Biafran, whatever you hear, I'm not sorry about it.
We don't care about innocent. In fact, this student very incident is just a tip of an iceberg of what has been happening in the bush. Until when we change our tactics and allow people who know.
By asking about your interest in helping the country get to the bottom of this.
Yes, Konzi, it's true.
Yes. First of all, what's happening now, especially we are seeing that these bandits are getting more and more vicious. Before they don't do what they do now, they are heading to softer targets, as the military man has said. We can only attribute that to the kinetic approach, which is
you know, my people, why a man like Gumi will be in the zoo telling the government that his men will continue to abduct children until they listen to them. His men will continue to be terrorizing the country until they listen to them. Now, the Ohanese and the governors will not let those that their homes are being bought and those that their women are being molested to have their own security network. Their security network of this Boko Haram in Niger, which is next to Abuja. Nobody is harassing them. Nobody. Not the government, not the governors of this state. Borno has been taken over by Boko Haram. They pay them tax. They do everything there. Nobody harasses them. But the Southeast governors, when they see boys talking or standing in group, they will harass them, arrest them, use police, use military, army to harass our people. Onye a na-ajụ, ọ na-ajụkwa onwe. Ndị Igbo, ndị nzuzu, ndị okenye na-agwa ofe, ndị tosili bụ grandchildren unu anaghị harassfa. Onwe oge nche na mụnwa na ana m use bad words or na ana m insult people. Let me play you one of our sisters, because this Gumi picture on agbaka misi. The way mmadụ ga-esi na-eji hire people. You saw the video of the number of people that they brought into that country to terrorize people. Nobody from Southeast is challenging them. But obulu nwanne fa now, they will know how to talk to you. Ndị nzuzu. You can never hear any Fulani person going on the internet. Do you think that some of them don't go to school to challenge this Gumi? A man na zoo all over. Yesterday, they went to Uheli somewhere. They say Uheli South. Why the whole town? Let me show you the video. Why were army people killed in the first place? In that place. Why? Because the military will just carry gun. And this military are not like trained military. They are not like trained military, you know. They are military that were repented Boko Haram, repented terrorists. And they are not repented because when somebody repents, that person will come to you by himself and tell you, I'm sorry for what I did. Forgive me, I will not do it again. It is the government. We tell you that they are repented. Speaking for 600 Boko Haram that they call repented, and give them uniform, give them army, because that give them gun. I mean to say that uniform means government, because when you are a civil servant or you are a trainee somewhere, the uniform that the company uses identifies you as servant of that company. So they give them military uniform, identifying them as government workers or as government military, because they are not trained. Of course, Oga Choko Jidie Naka, but Omama no Ogaria. So a terrorist, Omani Fana for life, Inye a terrorist gun, Chinye uniform, is just license to continue. License to continue to buy people. You know, look at it. Look at it. A whole village. Look at it. And God, gradually, by this Obodoku, yesterday, see, Nebulu 18 Indiami, now that part of the Delta State, which is Biafra. You know, our governors will just keep quiet, allowing these marauders in uniform and with gun to be buying our people. Am I going to talk of the one they will give the cattle rearers, AK-47? How do they know? They have no control. As a military man, you're supposed to know that you are a military man that is there to protect your nation for external invasion. Another country coming to fight your country is the enemy, not the citizens of that same country. Only in Nigeria that you will see uniformed people using their gun on innocent civilians. It's not as if Nigeria government, they don't have a civil right or freedom of speech or all this, but they don't respect their laws. The High Court discharged and released our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. They said no, because they are people that don't know anything about law. They are all educated fools, you know, educated fools. Now, there's a video where a woman was talking about the president of that country. Let me play her voice.
Last week, we told you about a kidnapping. Our next story is from Nigeria. Last week, we told you about a kidnapping. Almost 300 students were taken from their school during morning assembly. This was last Thursday. The children still haven't been found, and no group has taken responsibility yet. But the kidnappers are expected to demand a large ransom for their release. Now, if this was happening on your watch, what would you do? Send out the army, go meet the families of the victims, set up base in the affected town until the children are found. All good options. But Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu has different ideas. He did fly out yesterday, but he landed about 150 kilometers south of the affected village. He went to a different state. Why? To inaugurate an airport that has been renamed after him. So amid a spree of kidnappings, Nigeria's president chooses to inaugurate the Bola Tinubu airport. A crisis is unfolding under his nose, but Tinubu is busy cutting ribbons, which begs the question.
Did you hear what she said? He chose to go and cut ribbons next to the village where children were abducted, a country where no value is placed on human beings. No value placed on little kids' future of tomorrow. These children abducted. It's true the abduction has taken place so maybe a week now, but nobody talks about it. These are children carried 9 months by their individual mothers, looked after by both parents, bestowed hope on for future, but nobody talks about them. Children who are supposed to be like grandchildren to the president, because he is a very old man. He doesn't think right. He spent so much money to install Buhari. So all he is after is to make his money back. Nigeria is a money-making machine. From where? Ndị Igbo si bete nama bete nama, bete suya ọ na-arụ nama. Ego niile afa na-achụ kedu ebe o si abịa? From Biafra land. Then somebody from that land will have the impetus to have a place called Tiger Camp or anywhere where they detain people, where they groom terrorists to be buying our youths, the youths of tomorrow. And all the elders will close their mouth shut. Nobody will talk. And the governors will be the pain on everybody's head. Ndebani, Ife maybe go. This is why everybody should support Mazi Simon Ekpa. The pain, the bullet he is taking for us is too much. For his age, a very young man in his 30s, he is taking a lot of bullets for us. Obuli Wete Biafra, all the easy. You people have seen the level where he is. But he's also fighting to protect lives of elderly men. Imanandi Ohaneza na-eme mkpọtụ because enwe ndị na-protect ifa. Every weekend the party, ana-akpọ party, ana-eje eyiri shoe, yiri nka, ana-eje ịnụ nwanyị, ana-agba nkwụ, ana-eme nka, because the Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile and his cabinet are protecting you people. Assuming he left you people like the people of Benue State. Yes. Yes, they are. My sister Konzi said, a country where the blinds are the ones leading people with complete sight. And my brother Dennis said, I had to hear these deranged idiots talking trash. Yes, they really, that's, if India name okwefu ndị a na-achị na ani Biafra, that is amarom the type of word they use to qualify them. Look at what this lady, she's an Indian, to tell you that the whole world, Nigeria is their radar. They have their radar on Nigeria. They know what is going on. Look at what this lady is saying about the president of a country where 315 children were abducted, how he is playing a deaf ear. And if they hear you talk about their nonsense, they will come after you.
Inaugurate an airport that has been renamed after him. So amid a spree of kidnappings, Nigeria's president chooses to inaugurate the Bola Tinubu Airport. A crisis is unfolding under his nose, but Tinubu is busy cutting ribbons. Which begs the question.
Yes, a crisis is unfolding under his nose, and he is busy cutting ribbons, as if nothing has happened. Maybe if he had been abducted as a child and taken to the bush, he would have been able to grow and become a president today. Elderly men and women that don't think of the youths and their upbringing.
How tone deaf can you be? How can you ignore the plight of your citizens? These are some families from Kuriga, the village where the children were kidnapped.
She asked, how can you ignore the plight of your citizens? It is a very pertinent question, but he cannot answer you because that's not his business. His business is to make back all the monies that he spent to sponsor Buhari to come in, because Nigeria is an enterprise. Demand and supply, you know, where the highest bidder takes it all.
We plead with the government to help us. We don't have any security in this community, no police outpost, no military presence, and no local vigilante.
Our next story.
Have you heard it? He is pleading for the government to help them. But the Southeasterners are not pleading because the Brgie Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and his cabinet already have security in place. That's why they still have mouth to talk. That's why they have mouth to talk. Assuming that there is no security network in that Southeast, they would have all been in IDP camp. Maybe those governors won't be there. Yes.
Chooses to inaugurate the Bola Tinubu Airport. A crisis is unfolding under his nose, but Tinubu is busy cutting ribbons. Which begs the question, how tone deaf can you be? How can you ignore the plight of your citizens? These are some families from Kuriga, the village where the children were kidnapped.
We plead with the government to help us. We don't have any security in this community, no police outpost, no military presence, and no local vigilante. We are responsible for our own security, so anytime they want, they will invade the community and do whatever they feel like doing.
We don't know what to do, but we believe in God. We don't have security, no soldiers, no police to protect the school.
This
problem we are facing, we are crying, looking for help from the government and God. But it is the gunmen that will decide to bring the children back.
They say they haven't received any help from the government. They're at the mercy of the bandits, and they're anxiously waiting to get their children back. In this situation, inaugurating an airport seems absurd. Now, the Nigerian government will say that they are on top of things. They have reportedly deployed the army. They're apparently working with the Air Force and local vigilante groups as well. But so far, there have been no updates on the whereabouts of the children. Meanwhile, there have been more kidnappings. On Saturday, 15 more school children were taken. This time, the country is far north. In another case, kidnappers have come out with their ransom demand. This is for 16 people who were kidnapped on the 28th of February. The kidnappers allegedly want 14 trillion naira. That's about 25 billion US dollars. Of course, that's a ridiculous amount, but it shows the impunity of the kidnappers. They've been getting bolder over the last.
Have you heard it? He is demanding for 40 trillion. That's what Gumi, the leader of this Boko Haram and this WAP, ISIS, all of them put together, about 5 different terrorist groups in Nigeria. Their leader, Gumi, is demanding for 40 trillion, 158 motorcycles. You know that they go through the bushes and the very rough areas. So they go by motorcycle. So he demanded for 158 and 50 hillocks. Do you think they will not get it? Of course they will get it, because the oil has not dried up in the southeast. The gas is still flowing. My people, who will hear all this, know all this, see it all, and we still be behaving like fools only in the Southeast? Why they have mouth to talk, or they have to play the slave servant to their slave masters, the Fulani Caliphate and the rest of them, is because the Brgie government has security men for them. That's it. This is why I put in this very title that the Brgie Prime Minister has taken us to a new dimension, a very new dimension. Nobody will deny that, because the man here said that they are looking up to God. God cannot help those who don't help themselves. You can't be looking up to God to come and save you, because God gave you hands, He gave you legs, He gave you brain to think. Every time we call God, what will God do for us? You know, there is no how God will come and be saving you when you don't work. It's like praying for money. I want money. God, give me money. Then you go to your bed and sleep. Then you expect money to fall from where? Hello, Mbala. You're welcome. You see, many of us are in overseas countries. Yes, many of us are in overseas countries. They told us about God because they brought the Bible down to us. Yes, they go to their country. They do everything by themselves. They do everything by themselves. So these people saying that they are waiting for God to come and save them from the hands of the terrorists, I am sorry for them, because they will wait for ages. They said they are waiting for government. Nobody told them that the government is being ruled by terrorists. Yes, our brother here, Moses, said, Mbala said, Prophet Moses said, a man who thinks like a slave will be a slave. Exactly. And my brother Christopher Ezekiel said, Ada Biafra Ndewo, Ezinwanem, you are welcome. What is going on in that zoo is something else. Something else. A president that never came, he has already bought a yacht. $1 million na family. He has bought it for $30 million naira, about 5-point-something million US dollars. That's his only priority. You can never tell him that he is misplacing his priority, because to him, that's Nigeria is an investment for him. Because when he sponsored Buhari to become the president of the zoo, he knew that that money has been a very huge investment for him, and that time has come for him to reap his investment. You know, that's why Biafra has to come. Biafra is the new dimension that Simon Ekpa, our prime minister, has brought for us. We now have Biafra. Biafra is a government of its own. You people will be shocked, and you'll be surprised to know how many countries that is behind Biafra. Because they know that when Biafra comes officially, the world knows us officially as a nation of our own. That's the only time they will know that going to Africa and having peace, having progress, doing business with people of sane mind has come. Biafra is the only nation. So my brother said, Christopher, he said, please, I'm worried about what I saw last night about Finnish government has agreed to hand PM to zoo government. That cannot happen. Finland is in Europe. That is not how, that is the biggest propaganda of all times. So what you saw, how did it happen? Because my prime minister is a Finnish citizen. They can't hand their citizen over to a government like that. It doesn't happen. Anybody telling you that is one of the propagandists we have around. That can never happen. That can never happen. No, my brother. It can never happen. I don't believe it. Now, let me show you a video of the helicopter hovering around. They announced, he said here, look at it. They said that bandits allegedly spied 13 soldiers, ambushed them, ambushed 13 soldiers. Let me see where this happened. You know, and they gone down a helicopter. These bandits, the people that Gumi have been soliciting for, that is what goes on
the last few months
in that country. You know, my people, that's what goes on in the zoo, where our people are trapped, unfortunately. You know, my people, a lot is going on in the zoo. Unfortunately, our people are still there. But by the special grace of God, this year we see the end of these people. This year we see the end. Now, you know, my people, that nobody has respect for the zoo anymore. Nobody. Yes, thank you, my brother. It's not true. It's not. It's not true. Don't mind them. If you can tell me where you saw that, if you can write it, I will go and look for it and read it again, because I'll be here tomorrow. Listen to what is happening. This guy has sent message to Nigeria. I don't know when this video was played, but this is to tell you that other African nations have no respect for zoo again. They don't.
When ECOWAS decided to impose stringent sanctions on Niger following the coup that occurred in the country in July 2023, did the member countries who agreed to the decision ever think that these sanctions would lead to the death of thousands of Nigerians? They probably didn't, or maybe they did, but didn't care, because they felt that the sanctions, which would lead to economic hardship, would put pressure on the military government and force them to hand over power back to the deposed President Mohamed Bazoum. Unfortunately for ECOWAS, that didn't work, and the military government in Niger has grown even stronger, garnering the support of Nigerians. But that's not even the point. The point is, how can a regional bloc that is supposed to support its members taken action that did not only lead to economic hardship in a member country, but also the death of thousands of its citizens? Where is the solidarity and African unity? Honestly, this shouldn't be surprising because, as Ibrahim Traore stated in a recent interview, ECOWAS has deviated from the ideals of its founding fathers and is now a puppet for foreign countries.
You know, what attracted me to this very video was the way this very young man, Ibrahim Traore, addressed ECOWAS and the leaders of ECOWAS, that they are Western puppets. They allow the Western world to use them. People who will come to power, you will not think of the welfare of your own people. You will not. Since this man came into power, he kept devaluing Naira. I don't know whether he has people that, advise him, as the president of the country. I don't know why we do this. I really do not understand. But my people, it's terrible. Hello, my brother. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Please, my people, remember, yes, do you know that Nigeria has been splitted? Nigeria has been splitted. Some now belong to French people. Do you know that? Some belong to French people, some belong to English. Good evening, Amechi. You are welcome. Thank you for joining. Yes, ECOWAS is run by the Westerns. Unfortunately, wait, very soon they will all take their leave because the young African leaders coming in now will not allow that to continue happening. It will not happen. Yes, it will not continue happening because they are not leading our people right. They are leading the youth of Africa to doom. They are not doing anything that benefits our people. All they do is making money. They are there to make money for them and their families. They don't think of other people. They don't. So my people, I hope to leave you people here. We will continue tomorrow. I have been here since 3:30. It's now to 5 o'clock. Our Prime Minister is going on a tour. Join us this evening, 7 p.m., which I think will be 6 p.m. the English time, because the zoo time is 7 p.m. in the zoo is 6 p.m. in the UK, where I am. My people, onye ọbụla jisie obi ike, we are going to win. The reason why I know that we are going to win is because our people say that anything that is going to be good doesn't come easy. Yes, and it is very, very hard for us, for our people, that are trapped in the zoo. Very tough. But I know that we will win in the end. Onyendu said it, that they will buy us and we will buy them. But in the end, we will win because the zoo has been weakened by my PM. Our PM, he fits them very well. He measures up to them. Yes. And you are all doing good. Whenever you see us on the air, you will join us. I pray that God will bless our handwork, our desires, so that Biafra will come without any wars. Biafra is going to come under the international law. There is no doubt about that. Remember, my people, our referendum is on. You have to vote, vote from now till... Hello, my sister. I am talking to Biafrans. Do you want to speak to Biafrans?
Wow. Yes. I think I can do that.
Yes. My people, listen to one of our sisters.
Oh, good morning from here, great Biafrans.
Good morning, you are welcome.
Proud of. How is everyone doing? Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. I know both of you, we all are fighting for a just cause, which yes. I know by the end of this year, God is going to give it to us. I pray for God's divine protections, guidance, wisdom, understanding to each and every one of you, each and every one of us that is fighting for this liberation of Biafra. Amen. I know that our God is going to give it to us and keep us alive. I pray for our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. I also pray for our dragon, that God will keep them alive, keep them safe, strengthen all their efforts. All of us will march to the United States of Biafra through Christ our Lord.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. I will call you when I finish.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Remain blessed.
Thank you.
My lovely sister.
Thank you. I wish. My people is one of our wonderful sisters from America. She called to speak to you people. We should remain strong. Remember, Onyendu said, when the going is going tough, go to your brain. Mental toughness. I will leave you here, and I wish all of you happy Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow, and you will get the notification. Don't forget to like and share it. Click on the like button and subscribe to Betty4 TV. Thank you so much, my people. Thank you for joining me. I love you all, and I say, all hail Biafra, peace, unity, progress, and equity. Thank you from here, and bye for now.